Hey everyone, Reynor here from BASILISK Science Esport team. Subscribe for more. Alright, hello everyone, Reynor here. Today I'm gonna go over my own games at the Hangzhou Thunderfire tournament. The first series I played was against Maru. Maru is a very tough opponent. Second best Terran after Clem, I would say, especially in TVZ. Gave me a lot of troubles in the past, but it's been kind of 50-50 nowadays, I feel like. I'm gonna go over my thought process, what I thought, how I prepared for the match, and explain to you guys map pool and everything. So we started off, I remember the veto, it was AB since it was best of 5. We coin flipped, or we played rock paper scissors and I lost, so I went B. The winner went A, but I'm actually a fan of B. I always like going B, especially in a map pool like this where yeah, there's a couple of bad maps, but there's no insanely bad map like Ghost River, for example, or Crimson Court, you know. So I don't mind being B. And I remember I vetoed 10k feet and White Rabbit, maybe? I think it could have been White Rabbit, but I'm not sure. I don't remember anymore. The second veto. Definitely 10k feet. I really hate that map. I dislike it. I think it's too good for camping. It's very short. You can die easily. It's just overall a very bad map. What was that sound? Anyways, first map, Maru picked Tourmaline. Now, I went into this game thinking, I've played against Maru a lot, as I mentioned, and on the short maps, he really likes to Rex Reaper, and this map kind of reminds me of Ley Lines, just a little bit better for Terran than Ley Lines. But I do remember that Maru, on this kind of map, he always, or almost always, goes for either 2 Rex Reaper or 1 Rex on the low ground. So my thought process is, I'm gonna try to punish it. Whether it's 2 Rex Reaper or Rax on the low ground, I'm gonna open 17 gas, 17 pool, so I can get fast speed link in case it's 2 Rex Reaper and then surround the Reapers, and then maybe I can add a Roach Warren, or if it is that low ground Rax, I can just go Roach Warren first. So that's what I thought, and I was wrong. As you can see, he walled in the main. He went for a very normal gas. Rax gas into Reaper, so a little bit behind, not the end of the world. I was pretty sad when I saw he didn't go for the low ground. Here I saw it was a standard opening, so I just rallied a couple of links. At this point, the best you can do with this kind of opening is just make a round of links. I would say 8 to 10 max, and then you try to do a little bit of damage. Most likely you won't be able to, but maybe you can catch the Reaper, maybe you can catch a couple of SCVs, you can still do something, you know, you can be active on the map. It's very nice, regardless. Like, yes, economically it's not the best, but being out in the map this fast is pretty good. So now here my main goal is just catching the Reaper. And I'm not gonna watch the whole game, because I'm sure many of you guys have seen it. I'm just gonna explain my thought process, state of the games, maps, as I mentioned. If you want a live commentary, this is not the place. This is more of an analysis video, and maybe I can teach you guys a thing or two. But here, as you can see, I get a couple of Marines, get a couple of SCVs. Even Maru, he doesn't exactly know the timing of 16 pool and 17-17, so he was caught off guard a little bit. It's pretty even game, like a couple of SCVs. Not the end of the world for the Terran. It's also nice to get a scout. I see a lot of Marines here. And I remember thinking in this moment, I was like, he's 2 base all inning, because I miscounted. Like, I thought it was more Marines, and I thought it was something like 3 racks or something. I remember thinking in the moment, he's gonna 2 base all in me. So this is why you see me add a Roach Warren this fast. Now that I look back at it, I think it's way too fast regardless. This is a very helmet game from me, you know, like a double helmet, play it safe. You know, no risks. Too much though, like way too much. Like, this is not my style, especially with Roach Warren. I don't like it. So yeah, very fast Roach Warren, couple of queens. For base on Tourmaline is something I've been cooking up. I saw Scarlet do it first, and it looked really good. I've tried it a couple of times, never really worked out for me, but I still do it. Like you can get away with it if you go roaches. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, here you can see I'm already adding a few roaches. Like I'm playing it super safe, man. I don't exactly know what I'm doing. I just super safe. I still think this is 2 base. 1 Evo chamber. It's pretty good nowadays to just go 1 Evo. You either get melee or carapace usually. The new cook-up in the Zerg style book is melee. To be honest, I haven't tried it, so I'm not gonna say it's bad, but I do like my carapace first. So here you're gonna see I'm gonna fire up the carapace. As I said, I'm a bit out of my comfort zone here with only 3 queens. It's not the best for me. I'm not a big fan of this position. And I remember thinking in the game, like I knew it. I was behind. Especially soon you will see I realized this is not a 2 base all-in anymore. I'm adding a lot of roaches because I'm still stuck on that 2 base all-in idea. And here I see the 3rd CC landing. So I fire up another round of drones. But I know in this case I'm already like pretty far behind. So I'm just adding more and more roaches. I'm adding a second Evo chamber, more gases. Like I know the best thing I can do here is fake an all-in, make him overreact, and then go infestation pit behind it. But this is not a good scenario. Like my 4th base is super late. I'm just behind overall. His 1-1 is about to finish. I only have my +1 carapace. Yeah, carapace is good. And then maybe I'll get the +2 carapace instant. So that's good. I get the links here. Not much to do. From this position, guys, what you want to do is just play 99% of the time Ravager Link Bane. There's not much else you can do. Like back in the day, you could play Infestor Ravager, Infestor Roach Ravager, and then you could tech up from it. Nowadays, it's pretty dead with the fungal being awful. You do add a couple Infestors still if you want, if you have enough gas for it. And since I didn't make any Ravagers yet, I have some gas. It's nice to get a couple of Infestors still. Maybe you can get a Miracle Fungal. This trade was pretty good for me. I remember thinking like that was a bit much from Maru. But yeah, definitely behind this game. Not loving it at all. Like my only goal here is hoping I get a Fungal and surviving until I get to Ultras. And even when I get to Ultras, like unless he overcommits on creep, I know this game is not looking good. So here you can see I'm spamming a lot of units. Because I'm kind of hoping he just overcommits on creep, thinking he's too far ahead, and then maybe I wipe his army and and go across the map and kill him since it's a very short map. Obviously this is Maru, so he's not gonna do that. Very good Terran player. He's gonna take it easy. I see the drop here with the Overlord. Doesn't get too much done. I'm just gonna skip forward a little bit. I defend the drop, I'm getting my setup, I'm getting a couple of Vipers, and now this is what Maru does nowadays. So fucking annoying. Sorry, excuse me. He just spams this Widowmine drops. And he's very good at picking the best locations to drop them on. As you can see, it's really annoying for me. I'm already very low on eco. Only 77 drones, and they're new ones, you know, like I have been on 66 for most of the game. And now he's even killing my workers. I remember thinking, man, this is awful. I want to get out of this game. This was all I was thinking. But even when I say that, I'm looking for my win conditions. And the win condition is still the same. Since I'm low on worker count and higher on armor supply, I want him to overcommit on creep. Maybe get a really good run by like I'm doing here. This is good. It's not the best. Like my upgrades are pretty lame. I only have +1. I'm not sure if I have Adrenal Glands yet. I think I do from the looks of it, because that Marauder would not go down otherwise. It's +1 melee. And yeah, just low creep, low drones. This is not where you want to be as Zerg. Skip forward a little bit. I'm getting my ultras out. The fact that I'm still in this game, I remember thinking, okay, like with how messed up this game is, the fact that I'm still in it and it's playable, I was like, this is a good sign for the rest of the series, you know? You always gotta look at games like this. Sometimes you just fall behind. That's what happens, you know, like maybe you read a game wrong, maybe you just mess up a build, you get supply blocked a bunch of times, and you fall behind. But you gotta look at the positives, because it's a long series, right? It's a best of 5, so map 1 doesn't decide anything. Big fungal from me. So you gotta look at the upsides. I'm thinking here, I'm so far behind, but I'm still, you know, I'm still doing my own stuff. I'm getting a lot of damage. Like I'm defending decently. So that was the positive side. Hatch goes down. This game was rough, man. This map is very good for Terran, I think. Maru is a big fan of this map. So he keeps picking it first. I started vetoing it against him, but I think White Rabbit might be even worse. I'm not sure. You can see the big problem with my army is I have like 25 roaches or something, and he has like mass marauders, and my roaches have no upgrades at all. So you want to get rid of those, but also you don't really want to just suicide them, you know, because they're kind of expensive, and I don't have that big of a bank. So you kind of want to trade them off, but it's so hard at this stage of the game. Also, if you just send them to die, you have the Terran has a big window where they can just attack. Look how many marauders he has, this guy. He's like doing a YouTube challenge, you know? This will probably be in the BASILISK YouTube channel, indeed. Indeed. Alright. I think for this game we're doing Gucci, you know. You guys have any more questions? The rest of the game is just me playing from behind on a very short map. I had some good moves, I had some good fangles, but in the end it's just so hard. You guys can see I have absolutely zero creep. He has so many marauders, so many CCs, he has sensor towers everywhere. I could have won this game, I'm gonna be honest. I messed up one of the last fights. If I didn't, maybe I could have won. But still, very hard game. When you're defending with roaches, why aren't you trying to get creep tumors down? Asked someone from the chat. Because typically when you go roaches, you're lower on queen count. Because roach warren and roaches are very expensive, so you cut down on queens. So it's harder to get creep out in the map. Well, creep is very important against Terran, right? Like if you have no creep, you have no map control, and if you have no map control, also you cannot take fights outside of creep against Terran most of the time. Like you either need that really good fungal or maybe a 360 surround, which is just so hard to get. Like you can see, he has literally sensor towers everywhere, so there's no way in hell I can get a 360. Also, if you have creep, you have faster time to respond. And your win condition in this kind of game is always getting a borrowed infestor out in the map. And Maru knows that. You can see he's just scanning. He's doing a good job. Like, this fight was pretty good for me. I have Raptors doing a lot of damage. I get a decent fungal. As I said, could have won this game, but whatever. You guys have any more questions about this game? Or should we move on? Man, what is going on with my hair? What do you need to switch to after roaches? Well, as I said earlier, most of the time against Terran, when you find yourself in that position, you wanna go into Ravager, Bane, and then most of the time you're gonna go into a couple of infestors and then ultras. If they have a lot of tanks, you can make Vipers. If they have mines, infestors are better. But typically you end up with ultras. The reason why I went Brulers in this game is because he had like 50 Marauders. So I thought it would be a good move to go for a few brutes. And I think it was not bad. I just threw. Like at this point you could argue that I'm actually ahead. Then Vikings came out, it got a little bit awkward. I had to fight off creep again. Like that's the reason why I lost. You see, like this moment here, I overextended. I killed his base, yeah, good. I thought I had more stuff, and then like a lot of his units showed up. I got chased off creep, I lost a bunch of stuff, and then I cannot get this base because I have no creep. And I die here. I get a massive fungal, but still not enough. Is it live? No, this tournament I played it in Hangzhou, China. When was it? Like half of January? I'm just going over my games, explain my thought process to you guys, how I approach tournament series and stuff. I've done this before. Just wanted to do it again. I hope you enjoy this kind of style. Alright, this game is over. Done and dusted. Now it's my map pick. I went for Taito. Really good Zerg map against Reynor. Really good. I was very surprised he didn't beat it. So my approach for this one was, first of all, you can see my Overlord movement. It's not going straight to his base. Why? Because I'm wary of proxy Raxes. He's 1 up, 1-0 up. It's a long map. I thought the chances of him proxy Raxing me was pretty high. So I sent out the Overlords in a way where I would spot them and then I could react. But yeah, general idea on this map is just survive. If you get to 5 bases, then you can get the corner bases and it's pretty free, honestly. Like, it's really hard to lose on this map, in my opinion. Obviously, you can lose, but it's quite smooth gameplay because it's so hard for Terran to get the side bases in late game. Like, they should never get them, you know. Just pretty standard ZVT, you know, from both parts. You went for 4 Hellion 2-1-1 on 3 CCs and I scouted it. I only saw 2 for now, but I think I spot the other 2 quite soon. I do my +1 Carapace response, which I really like. I'm just spamming queens, drones and links, you know, the usual. And just getting my setup. Getting a Bailey nest as well, because I spotted the other Hellions. When it's 4 Hellions and it's 2-1-1, when it's more than 2 Hellions and it's 2-1-1 on 3 CCs, a lot of the times it will be... Did he just forget his armory? I didn't even remember. He forgot his armory apparently, but still. Yeah, when it's more than 2 Hellions and 3-1-1, 2-1-1 3CC, a lot of the time they will throw in armory just to do a hellbat push. So be wary of that. Get a Bailing nest down. It's very good. He cancels my 4th. I get it up again. I don't really mind my position. I got a Ramba in, killed a couple of SCVs. My +1 Carapace is done. I now have faster upgrades as well. Because his push was not committed, but it's still, you know, he made a lot of Hellions, few Marines, not double Medivac. So it's still something on his economy for sure. So now I have to be a little bit careful because I know he has that armory out and he might do a follow-up push. So that's why you see I'm spamming a lot of units. Also my 4th base isn't done, so there's no point in overdroning it. So just making a lot of units, making sure I'm safe. As I said, this map, once you get your setup going, you can get away with a lot. So I'm prioritizing that. A lot of units. I think I go Hydras this game if I remember correctly. I usually like Mutas. I don't think I would ever go Mutas from this spot. Like, Mutas are good if you can get your early game right. Like, if you have 6 gases fast, you have a fast layer like 420, 410, 430, and then you go into Spire, that's pretty good. But late Mutas like this, we used to do it back in the day, nowadays not so much anymore. So most of the time we will go either Hydras or straight Hive and then Infestors. I like Hydras. In this case, I probably could have gone like straight Infestors as well, straight Hive. But Maru is a big fan of spamming Marauders, so Hydras are actually not bad against him. I remember, I don't hate my position, but I don't love it either. Like, if I get this gold base up, then I'm pretty happy. But so far, it's kind of 50-50 in my opinion. My creep is not that great, especially in the right side of the map. I'm not sure why I'm so afraid of taking my fifth base at the top. Like, why am I not defending it? I'm definitely playing more scared than I should. Just pretty standard stuff overall. Few Hydras. Boro is always nice to get in this kind of game. You can get the occasional blow up on the Marines. Can definitely turn a fight around. When you play this map as Zerg, you have to be careful not to over defend this base, because you would probably get it eventually. So there's no need to lose the game just to defend this gold base. It's very important you don't overcommit, because if I were to send everything down, I would have to fight off creep. Right now I would have to fight off creep, and I would get awkward because then I have to send everything to the bottom to defend the gold base, and maybe he drops me at the top, he kills my base. I would rather just defend the 5th base at the top and then get the gold base later. Once I have better setup. Maybe I had my Vipers out, maybe I have my Lurkers out. That's pretty nice. Now, top priority is just defending this, the middle. You see how he's so fixated on getting the creep out here, making sure I don't get the gold. It's a really big deal for him, and he knows it. Like, if I get this gold now, it's fantastic for me, but also don't want to overcommit here. I remember thinking during this game that his army was kind of crap. Like, I kept testing the waters in this kind of fight. You see how I'm like, okay, let's see what you got here, and then I'm thinking nothing, so I just kept on going. I have a point here where I got really... It's not here. Here. I remember, okay, I was like, okay, let me defend the middle. The Xelnaga is nice to have. So here, my thought process exactly went like this. Okay, let's see what you got. And then I went for this fight, dodge a few mines, and I kept on fighting, killed the tank. And I was like, he doesn't have anything. Wait, it's not here. But this kept on happening, you know? We kept on fighting. It was here. We kept on fighting, and I kept on thinking, where the hell is his army, man? Like, he has nothing. This is so weak. And here, I'm pretty sure I just A-moved him. I think it was at this point where I just thought, what the hell, let me just kill you. Because, like, you cannot get away with this, you know? He kept on stepping on creep without actual army. So I took a fantastic fight here. I'm pretty sure I traded good. I killed his 4th. I killed all the SCVs, all the tanks, all the mines. The issue is that he kept on splitting his army to the left side, and then Maru splits his tanks a lot. So what I did is just test the waters and then pull the trigger when I thought he couldn't hold it. Now this game looks fantastic for me. He's on 4 bases. I killed his 5th. I'm getting the top right. I'm trying to get the bottom left. My mistake here is that I should be sending queens to the bottom to get more creep going. And I think I did at some point because I remember doing it. Not having creep here just yet is completely rookie mistake. Once again, super fixated on killing this base here. Maru definitely doesn't want me to get the gold, so I just run by. You see how this map is so good because he has to deny it, but at the same time it's so far away that I see he's coming to deny it, so I split my army in half, and I just go at his 3rd base. I just get a bunch of damage done on the other side of the map. Just because it's so hard for him to deny that base, and you have to abuse this kind of thing in this matchup. Like, you have to abuse your mobility. Yes, Terran is very mobile as well, but you can get a lot of stuff done. You see how I sent my queens at the bottom as I was mentioning the creep? I managed to save my hatch because of that as well. So everything going super smoothly for me this game. Sending some drones in for banter, everyone knows that. You have to do it at some point. Alright, hit me with some questions. After taking a good fight, why not get ranged upgrades like 12? Because you're looking at keeping a high Hydra count. I do have +1. It's a bit random for me what I get. I go with the vibes of the game. I felt like +1 was good enough this game. I obviously should get +3 melee here. I only got +3 carapace, and that's a mistake on my part. I forgot +3 melee, but usually here I probably would get +3 melee. It's not that important to have +2, I think, on the Hydras. What to do against the ghosts? There's no clear answer to that question, my friend. It depends a lot on the game. Do you expect to do any damage with the Nidus? Well, the Nidus is good to have. In this kind of game, even one Nidus, you can see how it's pulling away his attention. You just throw in... Like, the threat of the Nidus is just... You throw one and then he has it in his mind, you know, he's like, Nidus, Nidus, now he's probably gonna Nidus me, you know, and then every time he sees a changeling, he has to chase it, he's gonna look out for a changeling, so it's good to throw in a Nidus every once in a while. It doesn't have to land, it's a threat by itself, so it's very good. Are 1-2 borrowed Sormos somewhere worth? No, definitely not. That unit is dead. Three Evo chambers on a big map? Yeah, you can definitely get away with triple Evo chamber. Like, not all together. I would do 2 and then add the third one later, maybe when you get Hive. But sure, why not? Sometimes I think it can be good to have 3 or 4 Nidus to Nidus everywhere. What do you think about that? No, I think I was messing around with double Nidus, triple Nidus for a while, but it's not good. It's just too expensive, and then I don't know. It just takes too much money. Like it's not like if you get an Nidus in, it's game over. Like, there's a lot of stuff they can do. They can have libs. They can have a lot of ghosts. They can cloak them. You know, it's not complete free win. Why no spellcasters this game? Because he didn't have a lot of tanks, and I felt like I really didn't need Vipers. Yeah, I didn't really need Infestors either. I just, like, in a game like this, where I'm in such a good position after killing his 5th, and I keep on getting damage, I just want to press the issue, you know, keep on trading. Don't really need anything else. Like, what am I going to do with Vipers? Maybe Parabomb, but then I need a couple of Vipers. That's some supply already. He doesn't have many tanks. I reset his tank count a few times. I don't know. I don't think it's necessary. Maybe a couple. I wouldn't go Infestors this game though. Because I'm attacking so much, right? So Infestors lose their value a lot when you start attacking. In a game like this, would you consider lurkers, or what causes you to go? Lurkers sometimes can be good. The thing about lurkers is you either use them for a timing, or you put them in an Nidus most of the time. That's what happens. So I lost my window for a timing with lurkers this game, and he had a bunch of tanks before. Now I reset his tank count, and I don't think I have any in the Nidus. I'm just doing empty Niduses. But I could have a few, it's not bad. I think I do add some later on. In a map like this, where I'm trying to defend the gold base, but I also want to have my supply on the right side to counterattack. Lurkers are very good. You just put a bunch in the Nidus it to the gold base, have it with the queens, and you just defend it. It's very supply efficient, so I think I probably did that at some point. I mean, this game is pre-doomed for him, in my opinion. Look at that. I do have 1 Viper. I was Nidusing some Bailings to defend this. But yeah, this game is pretty doomed. We don't have to go over this. But yeah. I played very well around the map in this game. He obviously messed up a bit. He didn't have enough. Kept on splitting his army a bit too much. And I capitalized on it. Pretty simple stuff. Pretty smooth gaming. How are you spotting for an Nidus? Are you hotking an Overseer to fly around? Yeah, I just keep on sending Overseers or Changelings. W China. Look at all those Chinese fans. The event was pretty sick. I really enjoyed it. So many people. Okay, White Rabbit. 16 pool. I went 16 pool. I was really scared of proxy racks in this series. Also, another thing is, well, actually no, I'm not gonna say this, but yeah, I was pretty scared of proxy racks, so I went 16 pool. This opening usually doesn't get too much stone. But I'm pretty sure I got a lot of stuff done this game. Got a couple of SCVs, he had to go double marine. He went double eBay. This is a classic Maru move. Cheeky double eBay. I think I had a good run by again. So, I mean, this game, pretty simple, guys. I remember it now. I went 16 pool, scared of Proxy Drax. He didn't scout. I got a bunch of damage done. I hit a perfect run by timing. You can see the Hellions are not here yet. The depot is raised down. And even if it wasn't, I would kill all the SCVs here. And perhaps maybe get even the Hellions. So, perfect run by timing. Everything's just going right for me. High scout, double eBay here. You can see the one link I split off there. And now even scouting both. Insta throw down Roach Warren. I know that he's dead. Like I kill a bunch of SCVs more. He has to go back with the Hellions. He's completely dead. Nothing to see here. I just yeah, pretty cheeky game. Got a lot of damage done. Scouted. He just died. Classic. Ruby Rock. This map was one of my least favorites when the map pool came out, and now I think it's alright. Very short map. You have to be careful because you see how the base layout is. You can get picked apart very easily by Terran, so you have to have a good early game, and you have to make sure you have the right unit count and split across the bases. But other than that, it's not too bad in my opinion. Like there's definitely worse out there. I went hatch first. I went 16 pool last game, so I was like, let's just go hatch first. Maru going for his cheeky 3cc. He's going Banshee now. And I don't remember if I scouted it. I did scout. I didn't see the Banshee, the cloaking coming in, but if you want to play it safe against 3cc, you can go for 430 lair around that time and 450 spores, and you're good to go. You're safe against Banshees, you're safe against most stuff. You don't have to worry about. If you really want to be safe, you get 430 lair, 440 Bailey Nest, bulletproof. I see all of these Hellions, I know it's Hellbats. I get back to my base, pull all my queens together, and you see how the Overseer is perfectly timed for when the Banshees show up. And here I just start splitting my queens. I feel like I'm very good at defending this kind of stuff. I've done it for years, just defending Hellbat pushes with queens. So far I kill a Banshee, I only lose one queen, Bailing's coming in, and it's a cook. So now the thing is, this game should be over. Because when you play against Hellbat pushes like this, the main thing is, the Raxes are going to be so late, the follow-up Raxes, right? So you have freedom to do whatever you want. Like you can go up to fucking 100 drones and, you know, you can cover the mapping creep. It's just, it's really nice. So that's what I did. You know, I scout, he made one more Banshee. I was like, man, I'm having the time of my life. I went up to 80 drones. I should have droned even more. Went up to 90 drones. I got some Hydras. I catch his Hellbats. But I gave him too much freedom. Like, this guy is taking his 4th base with 20 Marines. Like, this is not allowed. I rewatched the games afterwards. And I was like, okay, like, I gave him way too much freedom. Like, half of the stuff that he's doing is not allowed. Like, he's taking up to Ghost off of 150 supply. Like, I was taking it easy, perhaps a little bit too easy, you know? Like, I definitely could have punished him, and it's my mistake I didn't. This will not happen again. You know, I'm just chilling, you know? Like, I haven't done anything the whole game. Like, yes, yeah, I did get 100 drones, I did get my setup, but I should have started trading a while ago, and I didn't. So yeah, that's on me. Now this is a really hard game for no reason. You know, he gets double planetary, he has a good setup here, he gets sensor towers, he has a bunch of ghosts. I do get this base. I was in a very fine spot, like even here, after he got his setup going, I'm still in a fine spot. You see my bank is pretty big, I get a decent fight here. The problem about this game is, I looked back at it, and I just didn't do enough. Like, I kept on attacking the same spot over and over again because I thought I would break him because I was so far ahead. I was so far ahead. I got my economy, I killed his bases, blah blah blah. And I felt like he was never maxed. And he wasn't. I felt like I could kill him, and I couldn't. So, if you find yourself in a situation like this, you know they're low on supply, you know they're low on eco. Just don't keep smashing your head into tanks like I did. What I should have done is get an Nidus up, maybe a Dropper Lord, go to his third base, break that location. Like, I know he has everything on this side, and I just kept on smashing my face into this. So you can see here, I'm just powering up, fight after fight. I'm going in like a bit of an idiot, honestly. Like, I had a couple of decent fights, but overall this was not that great. You know, like I should have gone to the south, to the bottom, and as you can imagine, I end up losing this game because this is what I keep on doing, and it keeps on getting good trades, and then eventually I take a really bad fight and I'm cooked. Should never lose a game like this. I guarantee you Serral would have never lost this game in a million years. But it's fine. We did it for the fans. So yeah, just a couple more things. Nidus, Dropper Lords, go to the bottom. Just do something else other than smashing my face into his army repeatedly. What do you think about Brewlord switches in this kind of games? They're the most underrated unit after all. I don't believe in the Brewlord switches that much, even though I did it this game. It's good if the Terran is low on eco, has a lot of tanks. It can be good. I just think it gets really awkward. Like, I didn't have to Brewlord switch to win this game. I could have just, as I said, done a bunch of other stuff, and I most likely 99% would have won. You guys have any more questions about this game? Because otherwise I'm gonna skip. I just took a bunch of bad fights. He got his bases up and then I lost. Lurkers are not good. As I said, you either put them in an Idus or you don't do anything with the Lurkers in this kind of game. He has too many tanks and ghosts. By the moment you siege your Lurkers, they're all dead. So it's not that good. Sorry guys, just making sure I was actually recording. Imagine if I did all of this and I wasn't. Alright, let's skip over this game. It was pretty tight in the end, but... Any more questions about this one? Or should we go to the last one? Alright, last map, Winter Madness. This map is kind of 50-50. I think it's a good Zerg map. The problem about this map, if you guys don't know it, there's a bug. Or like... Yeah, there's a bug. The Liberator spot on the 4th base. It's here. Can you see my pointer? My mouse finger? It's here. I'm not sure if you guys have seen it. Basically what you can do is you can siege up a Liberator, put a Medivac behind it to give vision, and then Queens cannot shoot it. So the only way to get that Liberator out of there is with a Viper or a Corruptor or a Muta or something that shoots up. So basically you cannot mine from that base. So this map makes it, this bug makes it kind of 50-50 if not favored for Terran. So also, the part of the reason why I'm taking the other base. It works for both sides of the map, yeah. It's just on that particular base, the lib messes you up. Anyways, took the other base. No biggie. Actually, me and Serral, we tested this during the event. It turns out you can shoot it down with Ravagers. It is still pretty complicated. I'm not a big fan of having to make Ravagers just because of a bug, but you can shoot them down with Ravagers. Alright, so this is a very Maru kind of game. Maru is a big fan of very greedy openings, like very fast upgrades. He's the pioneer of this kind of build. Like, he's been doing it for years. He's very good at it. He just gets insanely fast upgrades and then kind of runs you down. He's always done it. He's always gonna do it, and I know it. So he completely skipped Alliance, went very fast 1-1. Problem is, this game I was a bit afraid because of my upgrades. Would you take four or third bases as a general play for better creep when it's your fifth? You mean this map specifically or in general? You kinda usually wanna expand away from the Terran. Like, the longer the map is, the better it is against Terran. That's a general rule of thumb. It's been like that for years now. But yeah, this game I was a little bit scared because I knew I clicked on his Marines and I saw he had 1-1 finished, and I knew his 2-2 was coming, and I had just started my 1-1. So what do you want to do in these cases? Prioritize creep, so it's gonna take him forever to clean up everything, and then he has to take a fight on creep. Get Borrow. Borrow is so good when you're at a disadvantage like this. When you're playing against 2 bases, 3 bases only, and you know you're gonna get run down, get Borrow, man. Legit, 2 Bailings can save you. So you can see what I did here. I'm getting Borrow ASAP. I'm also getting Hydras, because you might think Hydras, this is bad, but I know Maru. This guy, he likes Marauders so much. I've played against this Atrax, specific Atrax, with very fast 2-2 so many times. If you go Lingbane only, there will be a point where you cannot deal with the Marauders and Mines. So you need some Hydras. And that's what I did. Rushed Hydras, you see how I got range. I stopped at 78 workers, didn't want to go above that. I know exactly what is going on this game. You can see my creep is very far forward. Priority number 1 here. Delay his push as much as possible. No matter what, I need to get my upgrades in. I need to get my army in. I know I have a weak point soon. His 2-2 is going to finish and I'm going to be 1-1. And we're going to be around even supply. So you can see I made him turn back already. And then I hit him again. Same run by. Turns back. I'm happy. I don't care I lose a bunch of links. I'm getting my +2 carapace. Now he's fighting on creep. I need to make sure I don't overcommit, and I want him to steam a bunch of times into me. You can see how I'm playing it slow, yes? Okay, he already steamed once. Then I have another run by. You see I'm cutting reinforcements. I don't want him to rally everything mindlessly across the map. I'm cutting up his reinforcements, so he's going back again. He's healing his units back up. All of this is just to gain time. I know, the more every second goes by, I'm winning. So I'm doing everything in my power. You can see another run by. He has to F2 back. And now I'm getting +2 carapace. In my mind, I already know this is a W. I just need to do a couple of correct things, not overcommit, just stay on creep, delay it as much as possible. The moment I get more than 3 lurkers, I know this game is completely over. You can see how I'm being super annoying and boring stuff everywhere. I just want him to stay in his base. I want him to not A-move me with the upgrade advantage. But at this point, I already have 1, 1, 2. So I know I'm fine. Anyways, more run-bys. Just making sure. Playing it safe. You can see how I never went above 78. Do not underestimate Terran pushes, guys. When you see you're getting Atraxed, just stay on that lower worker count. You know, you don't have to go above 80. I'm perfectly fine like this. I know I'm getting my lurker down, I know I'm getting my hive. the moment, look at this, the moment I morph these lurkers, you see that 10 lurkers in the production tab? And they're gonna finish and this game is over. There's nothing he can do. He's too low on gas. His army is complete crap and I know he's maxed out. What does that mean? It means he either throws away all of his army, or he cannot get ghosts out or anything. And even if he does get like 2 or 3 ghosts out, this is too late. And I know he probably won't go for ghosts. So he has to fight on creep. Like, this is a complete smackdown, this final game. I was very happy when I survived the Aatrox. Because I've lost against this build many times, but to be fair, this was last patch. This patch with Bailings is so much easier to hold Aatroxes and stuff. With the Bailing change. So I'm pretty happy about that. You can see he's not even trying to tech up, he's just spamming units. And now I know, like, I killed a bunch of stuff here, I catch these reinforcements, killed a bunch of stuff on the right side with the whole position. He's cooked, man, he's completely cooked. Like, usually I would not move my lurkers out, but I just killed so much stuff on the map that I'm pretty sure here I'm just F2ing my lurkers as well to the other side of the map. You can see I have some there. Also, another pretty OP thing you guys can do, or just in general, even for Terrans, something to look out for is the split lurkers. Like, when you're on low CCs like this, you can see he flew his main base to the 4th, so he's on 3 orbitals. Most of the time he's gonna throw down mules because he needs the income, and then you can just start splitting lurkers everywhere. Just one lurker here, one lurker there. It's so annoying to deal with for Terran when they're on low CCs and they don't have tanks. Just so annoying, so OP. So that's what I started doing a little bit. You see I have some lurkers there, some coming here. I'm morphing some more here. And it's just GG. Basically, this game came down to just surviving, gaining time, and then lurkers. He's too far behind. Just A-move him. He lost a bunch of stuff. Pull the trigger. And that's it. That's how I won against Maru. Do you guys have any more questions about this series in general? No? Alright. Was this the final? No, it was round of 8. He played different during Lulis Cup? Yeah, he played way less aggro. But I also played worse. Armor upgrade more important than the attack ones? Yes, in ZVT you always want to prioritize carapace. Will we analyze the Luli too? I might. I want to finish the Hangzhou tournament first. I was doing the Maestros of the game, but I put it away for too long, and then now it's outdated. It's the last patch and last map pool. Do you have any technique to keep your cool after a bad game like game 4? Well, my approach for game 4 is this was a win, you know, my thought process was this was a win, I just need to change a couple of things. So there's no reason to get tilted over something like that. Like, I know if I find myself in that exact scenario again, like that game, I know just change these 2 things and I win. It's my bad, you know, it happens. Do you ever go +1 range after +1 melee when you're going lurkers? Yeah, I think I did it this game. I went +1 melee, I mean +1 carapace, +1 melee, and then I went +2 carapace and +1 range. Because Hydras are so important against the heavy marauder count and mines. Alright, I think that's it with the questions. Where's Marauder or Mines then? Well, in this specific scenario, I went +1 range because basically what he's gonna do is he's gonna try to bait a fight on creep. And if I have a bunch of Hydras with +1 range, they're hitting harder. So I don't really have to commit. He has to commit more stuff into me, you know what I mean? like, let's say I only have Ling Bane, right? I only have Ling Bane and he's coming on creep. He can just send like a few Marauders and a few Marines and then like mines behind. But now that I have Hydras and even with +1 range, he can't do that. He cannot send like 3 or 4 Marauders. I'm gonna shoot him down with Hydras without doing anything. So he has to move in more stuff on creep and I can get a better fight with Banelings. Well, mutas are not specific to tanks. It's not like mutas are a counter to tanks. As I said, it's when you go mutas, it's very map dependent. It's very early game dependent. You cannot go mutas if you have bad early game. You have to have pretty perfect early game, and then you can go mutas. And then it has to be a specific map for it. Like very long maps are good for mutas. Like I wouldn't play mutas on this map, for example, most of the time. But yeah, you can go by feel when it comes to +1 range or +2 melee. Like some people prefer +2 melee. Like as I said before, I can't go off of vibes. Usually if I play against heavy mine style, I like +1 range. If I play against heavy tanks, I like +2 melee more, because I will have more links and less Hydras. But you can kind of go by vibes. Like if you like a lurker timing, you can go +1 range. It's not that big of a deal, honestly. The only thing is that melee scales better than range because of adrenal glands, right? You would rather have 3/3 links and adrenal, like it scales insanely well, the adrenal. Just links in general when you get adrenal, so they're gonna be super annoying when you have all those upgrades. Alright guys, that's it for me. I'm out. I hope you enjoyed it. I've done this in the past. I wanted to do it again. I'm probably gonna finish this tournament. Make sure, this is for the live viewers, make sure you come to the BASILISK YouTube channel to see it. And if you're already in the YouTube channel of BASILISK, give it a like and tune in for more. Thank you guys so much. I'll catch you next time.